Whenever there's a drug dispensed, there will be PBM, okay? But for now, it's going to be one of those.
I'm here with Dae. I'm going to let Dae introduce himself.
My name is Dae Lee.
Today's news, the one we're going to tackle, is not against PBMs.
A drug product called Farxiga. Farxiga manufactured by AstraZeneca.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of what Darshan Talks. I'm here with Dae. I'm going to let Dae introduce himself, but he's probably one of the preeminent people around a lot of pharmacy stuff. So I'm going to let him talk to it, but Dae, over to you.
Thank you. Thanks for having me today, Darshan. My name is Dae Lee. I'm a pharmacist attorney at Buchanan and Rooney. I mainly represent independent pharmacy of all types, whether it be retail, mail order, specialty, compounding, but I also represent employers and self-funded plans against pharmacy benefit managers.
Today's news, the one we're going to tackle, is not against PBMs. It's not against pharmacy benefit managers. So tell me about what happened.
Today, we're going to talk about the recent trend involving a drug product called Farxiga. Farxiga manufactured by AstraZeneca. AstraZeneca is a pharmaceutical manufacturer. So as like many other branded manufacturers do, AstraZeneca paid manufacturer rebates to have their drug product on their formulary, on the PBMs formulary, because right. PBMs, their job is to, allegedly manage and administer prescription drug benefits for plans and plan sponsors. Right. But in order for the manufacturer's branded product to be on the PBM's formulary, so they could be dispensed to the patients, manufacturers have to pay rebates. It's like a pay to play, scheme for the PBMs to push that product through dispensing pharmacies. So now AstraZeneca rebate invoices from PBMs. What they're saying is the number of branded claims submitted by pharmacies through the PBMs and the actual rebate submitted by PBMs to AZ do not match up.
So their claim really, and their contract will be with the PBM. Is that accurate?
Correct. Manufacturers don't have any contractual relation with pharmacies.
I guess my question is, isn't it really simple for AstraZeneca to simply go, here's how much we sold you and was paid through the PBM? Is that not a number that AstraZeneca can pull up?
Well, AstraZeneca does not have access to the actual branded claims submitted by the pharmacies. Plus, AstraZeneca does not have contractual relationship with these dispensing pharmacies. What AstraZeneca is saying, hey, we pay to PBMs, hey, we pay, or at least to the pharmacies right now. The important point is that this case shows the impact that PBMs have in the pharmacy supply chain, okay? Manufacturers, they put in so much money, millions of dollars, or hundreds of millions of dollars in developing a drug product, okay, branded drug product. However, that decision on who's going to receive it, who can dispense it, and whether that product is going to be in the formulary or not is all decided by the PBMs. CVS Caremark, OptumRx, and Express Scripts. Those three entities control 80% of the Americans' prescription drug benefits, okay? And they have their own network of pharmacies, whether it be independent pharmacy network, mail order pharmacy network, specialty pharmacy network, or whatnot.
Does AstraZeneca connecting directly with these independent pharmacy owners, both going, we think the PBM is affecting us? This builds a case for Congress to go, PBMs are not playing fair, and therefore that targeting you're doing for the PBMs is a good thing. So what's your take on that?
A lot of folks now know, compared to last year or 2 or 3 years ago, that PBMs, especially the top three, have become a major problem in our healthcare system, okay? Manufacturers, they can't place their product in the formulary of PBMs. PBMs have become so big, like they're vertically integrated They own insurance company, PBM, their own rebate aggregator, their own mail order specialty pharmacy, their own retail, their own manufacturer, wholesaler, and then physician group. It is going to be virtually impossible to get rid of PBMs, the top three PBMs, from our healthcare system. However, there are and there will be more regulations on PBM's conduct.
Enjoying our content? We'd love to hear more. Please like, comment, share, and find more.
For those people who don't know, Dae, what are rebate aggregators?
Well, rebate aggregators are just what the name suggests. They're subsidiaries of these PBMs that allegedly negotiate and collect rebates from the manufacturer and pass them to the PBMs, who then pass allegedly 100% to the plan sponsors, so that plan sponsors can use that rebate dollars to offset against ever increasing drug spend.
You say allegedly. Why did you say allegedly?
Because I know for a fact that these rebate aggregators retain rebates unbeknownst to the plan sponsor. Okay. They also get paid some fees off of the total rebate to go to the plan sponsor, unbeknownst to the plan sponsor. So at every level, whether it be a rebate aggregator level or PBM level, there's deduction minus on the total rebate dollar that plan sponsor is supposed to get paid. And plan sponsors don't know many times because they don't have any visibility into the rebate aggregators. They don't have any visibility into the manufacturer rebate agreement at all.
The big thing that erupted was, why should I, as a pharmacy, give AstraZeneca this information? I can see the argument. There's no privity of contract. There's no reason I, as the pharmacy owner, need to give that information. Where are you seeing this go?
We're taking a very individual approach, or at least I am taking a very individual approach on advising what the pharmacy should do or should not do. And even if we do have records, we have no obligation to provide these records to AstraZeneca. Okay. Now, AstraZeneca may ask or demand the PBMs to really look into it. And what's going to happen? The PBMs are going to audit the pharmacies more often, and especially zeroing on these claims. And then pharmacies have to spend time and money and resource in order to respond to the audit. Whenever there's a drug dispensed, there will be PBM. Okay. But for now, it's going to be one of those three PBMs, 8 out of 10 times.
In your experience, is this the first time we've seen this type of situation, or has this happened before?
Oh, it has happened before with different products involving different manufacturers in different settings, whether it be rebate setting or whether it be the sourcing setting. Certain PBMs require pharmacies to only purchase certain products from VALD accredited or NABP accredited wholesalers, or for certain products like test supplies or test strips, you have to purchase from the manufacturer directly or manufacturer authorized wholesalers. And in certain states, for diabetic test strips, it is mandatory to purchase only from manufacturer or authorized wholesaler. I think California mandates that. The Board of Pharmacy Regulation mandates that.
Follow our page on LinkedIn.
What I'm hearing is, I want to insist that all of the diabetic test supplies come through me directly or an authorized reseller. Or I want to know that you're not going onto the gray market and buying product and then blaming that on me. You are now able to enforce rules that you'd never be able to enforce otherwise because of the PBMs.
Correct. PBMs have they're called middlemen because they're right in the middle of drug supply chain. Okay, PBMs have contract with the pharmacies. PBMs have contract with the plan sponsor. PBMs have contract with the manufacturer. It's been like that for many, many years. Of course, the landscape is changing to better regulate PBMs, which is great development for all of us, meaning pharmacy, plan sponsor, and manufacturer. But it goes to show, that the influence that PBM had thus far. Okay, because they're the one who's making up these regulations, these, standards of operation.
So if you were going to give some parting words about where you think this is going to go, what would you say they are so that independent pharmacies are prepared and pharmaceutical companies are aware, if you will?
So I've seen this with my own eyes. Branded claims that are submitted by PBMs may not be that accurate. It could be inflated. So manufacturers really have to look into the claims that make up for the rebate invoices. And for the pharmacies, especially independent pharmacies, I know they are struggling with the low reimbursement rate pushed out by these PBMs. Pharmacies really have to focus on maintaining the right records, maintaining, having a good, record keeping policy.
Awesome. Dae, one last question. If people want to reach you and ask more questions about this, how do they reach you?
Just, contact me by my email, which is dae.lee@bipc. Give me a call, 201-543-4027.
Awesome. Thanks again for coming on, Dae.
All right. Thank you, Darshan.
Call, click, or email.